video. For my first video, I thought I should start by doing something that I know how to do, like putting a little bit of makeup on, and I figured this would be a good opportunity to tap on a bunch of beauty products and do like a rambly whisper while I talk about them and I put them on. So to get started, I've already done my skincare, and I'm going to start by putting some concealer on some of my spots. I watch ASMR pretty much every night to fall asleep, and I just wanted to give it a try. I got these really long fake nails. I got the Blue Yeti, and we're just gonna see how it goes. I use two different concealers. Typically, the first one is this LYS Triple Fix, and I use this on like acne spots where I want more full coverage. So we'll start with this. And I'm just going to tap it on. Tap onto my acne spots. My skin's not looking too bad right now. I do, however, know that dairy makes my acne worse, and I just simply cannot stop eating dairy. In the summer especially, all I really want is ice cream. Sometimes you just want to eat the ice cream and deal with the consequences. So I've got that concealer on, and then I usually just take my like a dense foundation brush and I tap that in. And I don't typically like blend it all the way in, just because I go over it with a more hydrating concealer. I wonder if that's a nice sound. Tap that in. Perfect. And then I go in with my second concealer, which is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. And this one is a little bit creamier, and it's still pretty full coverage, but not as full coverage as the LYS. I kind of use this like a foundation, especially just across this part here, across my nose and in my cheeks where I'm a little bit more red. Use whatever's left on the applicator for the rest. Put the lid back on this one, and then get my dense foundation brush again. And kind of cakey, and I've tried a lot of different concealers, and all of them just kind of don't look great under my eyes. So I just let my eye bags be eye bagging. I'll take whatever is left on my brush and kind of pat it in at the end so it's hardly any product on there. Just like that. And then I also, because I have bangs, don't really put any on my forehead. But I'll just take whatever's left on the brush, swirl it around up there. And if I'm really feeling extra, I'll go back in with the LYS one more time. It's a pretty sound, I think. And I'll go over just the darkest acne spots one more time. I like to build it up in smaller layers like that instead of go on really thick right away. I think those are probably the worst. The darkest spots, I should say. I love watching people put makeup on and talking about how they do it and what they use. I got into YouTube back in like 2015, 2016 when beauty YouTube was really big and everyone did their makeup the same exact way. And that way didn't work very well for my skin type, but I was still trying to do my makeup that way anyway. And now it's cool to see people just doing what works best for them. So that's my base done. I think I'll go in next and just put some eyebrow gel through my brows. And for that, I use the Dime Eyebrow Enhancing Gel. Dime packaging is like truly top tier for me. It feels like glass. I don't know if it is. The top is definitely plastic, but the base here is like really heavy and it just feels good. And Dime products, and most of my products, almost all, are clean beauty ingredients preferences. I know that clean beauty is kind of sometimes doesn't really mean a lot, but I do try to avoid makeup, especially since it's going on my face and lips and eyes, that avoids ingredients that we know are bad for us. So Dime is a really good brand for that. Wonderful. So I'm just gonna run this through my brows. If you like a laminated brow effect, where your eyebrows are gonna stay glued in place all day, this is not the eyebrow gel for you. This is a lot more subtle of a hold, but I find that it does keep them from getting crazy, and sometimes I don't really want. I do love a good, like, laminated fluffy brow. I'm in a phase right now where I just prefer a little bit more natural brows, and I think this is a great product for that. I'm just using it to kind of move the hair around to fill in some of the gaps that I have, because I did pluck my brows to absolute filth in middle school and they never grew back the same. Oh, I'm a millennial, so I feel like we all did that. Millennials did that to our brows. swiping it more than tapping it. I take it up my temples a little bit and across my nose to try to get that sun-kissed effect. Okay. There we go. Build up the color a little bit. Take it across the nose and up into the temples here. There we go. And then I'm gonna put the lid back on that so it doesn't dry out. Perfect. To finish off the base, I'm just going to do a little bit of highlight with the Violet FR Balm Shine. More lid sounds for you. It's just a little bit of a balmy, no real color to it, but just kind of a nice dewy looking highlight. And I just put that right here under my eyes and on the tip of my nose. And then I just blend it in with my finger. Let's see if I can do this with these big nails. Pat that in to blend just a little bit. Little bit highlighter. And I'm not sure how much that shows up on camera, but in real life, especially in the sunlight, it looks really, really pretty and subtle. There we go. Next up is gonna be just a light wash of eyeshadow here on my eyelids to help with oiliness and also to kind of even out the skin tone there. I have a woodpecker outside, I can hear it. Can you hear that? Some tapping from the woodpecker. Oh, I just saw him fly away. Okay. So I'm just gonna put down some of this color, and then I don't put concealer under my eye, but I'll sometimes just take a little bit of this to brighten up the area, and is this Honest Beauty eyeshadow. So if you also have sensitive eyes, I would highly recommend these products for your eyes. And I really just focus my mascara to the outer half of my lashes to give it a little bit more of a winged effect. And I will sometimes take it on the bottom and also drag those lashes out to the end. Like that. Just like that, like that. So that's my eye look done. Sometimes I'll go in with the liquid eyeliner and then go over top of it with the powder to make it a little thicker, make it blend a little bit better with my lash line. But today's wing was so small that I feel like I don't need to do that. You'll have to let me know what you think. And the last thing that I'm going to do is put on a little bit of a lip product. And today I'm going to use my Oleo Eoso. This one's in number 4. And it's this really pretty, it looks really dark in the container here, but it's just the most gorgeous little wash of berry color. And I kind of like to go outside my lip line just a little bit with this balm. Like that. To just smudge the edges of my lip a little bit. And I forgot to blend in my nose highlight because I was in fact distracted by the woodpecker. And my refrigerator just kicked on. This video was certainly a learning lesson. Apparently my house is a lot louder than I realized. And I'm just gonna tap on this brush while I say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, if you have any tips for me in the comments, please share your tips. Since this is my first time trying this, I feel like I have a lot to learn. But I hope that you enjoyed the video and you're feeling very relaxed.